Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another footy talk? Monts, what's good, my bro?
You telling me, man, just, finally seeing a decent game of football from my club. They come far and thin, so, what I'm saying, I'm going to enjoy it while I can because the shit performance is around the corner.
It was a decent result anyway, bro. I thought the game was shit, blood. First half was dead. You know what I mean? Second half got better, but big result for you, lot.
Should have been 10. Should have been 10, 11. I think it was a disgrace, the fact that we was only 1-0 up in that first half. A disgrace. I feel like it was an absolute disgrace. And obviously, I still felt like we was going to win the game anyways. When you create that much, we was going to win anyways. Osimhen had one hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, thoughts go out to Noah. Like, I think he lost his finger,
Right, what happened? Was it that the advertising board he cut his
there's
hand
like a
off?
metal bit. There's like a metal bit. If when you got Anfield, you can see that they don't pad the boardings in it. So when all he's done is like when he's fine, he's literally gone. He's put his hand in the wrong bit and it's just sliced his thumb. I was like, mad.
Oh, yeah,
mad.
Like obviously they took the camera away. Yeah, it's like, fuck, man, they look bad, bro.
You can tell. That's why man was holding it together because the thing was, That's why man was holding, bro. Mad thing. Absolutely mad thing. It's like, I don't know if you've been to goals and that, but if you go goals, like they've always got that one picture of the rusty side railings where you're not really trying to put your hands, you get bodied, you're trying to hold, you're not trying to, mad thing.
Yeah, that's horrible, man.
Basically come off. But I think they probably just sewed it back on and
they will stitch it back on, but still, bro, it's like that, bro, the amount of money that's made in football and the amount these players get paid, bro, like that's basic health and safety, bro. Like that's basic. That shouldn't be happening in 2026, bro. Like
the same thing as I feel like the pitch should be like the grass should be larger before it gets to the Astro because man are getting injured like that. Giovanni Leone got injured like that this season when he slipped off of his studs came off of the grass, so he lost his foot and he done his ACL. You know what I mean? So there's and that's not just Liverpool. That's a lot of pitches. Even the United thing when you man have the bricks where the ditch that
but that's because our pitch is above, like it kind of dips.
It goes up. It goes up. So it dips. But I'm just saying it should be more like this. And
there should be more of a runway.
Space. There should just be more
then
space.
Arsenal will be using it for throw-ins, blood. You know them ones there. So man have to lock it off, bruv. I'll be honest, bruv. Or else them man are gonna be taking fucking cricket run-ups to take their throw-ins, blood. So
I just think that they need to stop that whole the side of the pitch. It's just that it's messing up man's players and that. But I just think the first half, even though like everyone's saying Liverpool were very good, what Liverpool done was what we done was better off the ball. So for me, it was a passion thing. We killed them.
You lot were really good, bro. Where are you seeing this? Was it just Liverpool fans?
No, both sets of fans saying, we battered them and that and da. But I'm saying,
I think they capitulated as soon as they conceded. Their asses went, bro, and you lot just took a while.
But even before the goal, before Szoboszlai scores that corner, we should have been 2-0 up. And these man, and all it is that them man couldn't deal with the press. That's it. A better team plays out the press. This is my thing. And I'm not trying to take away what Liverpool done, but I'm not trying to fake what Liverpool were doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that either. Because what I saw was Liverpool creating by counter pressing. Liverpool have scored counter presses this season. Not many, but we've scored counter presses this season. I don't look at counter pressing and still see us as a good footballing team. We're not a good footballing team. We're still not a good footballing side in open play. We created a few opportunities, but the best opportunity came from what? Salah's 1v1 that he missed, back pass. Do you know what I'm saying? A few counter attacks.
And he missed the penalty as well.
Say that again.
And he missed the penalty as well.
And he missed the penalty. That's another thing. Liverpool, we still had our best opportunities from set pieces and mistakes. In the first leg, Liverpool should have scored 3 goals from their mistakes alone. We just didn't score any goals. You know what I mean? But you can't rely on teams making mistakes for you to score goals. Otherwise, you end up where Liverpool are this season. Reliant on mistakes, not enough from open play, and trying to do what you can from set pieces. You know what I mean? We scored from the set pieces, what helped us today. And then in the second half, we battered them. But they was already dead. They was already dead. And I'm not trying to say man them didn't play well. Mac played. No one played below a 7 out of 10. No one played below a 7 out of 10.
I don't think Szoboszlai was playing like it was personal, blood. He was running, putting himself about. He was the only player that really stood out to me in that game, if I'm being completely objective. Ekitike had his moments as well.
I think his end product again, for me, Final pass, not good enough.
Yeah.
Good on the ball. Final pass, questionable for me as well. Salah horrible in the first half. I think he was the other one that played. McAllister. I think McAllister was actually, tell a lie.
You
McAllister
missed that header from that header from like fucking 6 yards out. You hit the bar. I
McAllister.
Yeah.
I think it was a foul that was given anyways. But
okay. But yeah, obviously I had it muted. But bro, I don't know how he managed to not score that.
Miss that. Yeah, but McAllister's all-round gameplay was a lot better. I'll give him that. He's as I said, he's been a gardening gnome all season. So I'll give him the credit when he in the isolation of the game, as opposed to his whole season. But I'm not really going to say anything about the back line. They just done what they needed to do. There was no competition, and Victor Osimhen was injured. Alisson didn't have nothing to do all game, so nothing there. I'm just saying that they had no fans, and we outpassioned them. We wanted it more. As you said, it was personal. We wanted it more. You know what I'm saying? Man, they were putting in mad tackles and that. It was and the thing is, the worst thing is, Rants, yeah. If you break down Liverpool at Anfield, if you just outpassion them, we're gonna win. We win 80% of the games at 89% of the games at Anfield if you outpassion someone. Because it's the whole Anfield thing. Or you don't lose 90% of you draw or win 90% of your games. You know what I'm saying? On the passion alone. In terms of quality and final pass, for me, just on a ratio basis, I was still mad concerned. Because if we were actually half competent in the final third, we should be winning that game 12-0. And I know you don't score every one of your chances. I'm not saying we should score every one of our chances, but the amount of chances that were turned to half chances and the amount of opportunities that went from half chances to less than half chances was staggering. We generally just punched them up. We just suffocated them on a punch them up thing. It was year 9. It was year 11s versus year 9s. That's all it was. And there were some moments. Yes, there were moments like Ekatike's goal. That was a very good move, but we should have done that move 4, 5, 6, 7 times. But it broke down because one pass either overhit, underhit, wrong decision, or again, even though Salah played up top with Ekatike, it was like a 2 up top that they played, which actually worked better for Salah. It worked better playing him more centrally. But realistically, when we had them camped in their half, we still struggled to break them down. We did. No one can tell me. But when it was just us versus attack versus defense, what did we do?
Yeah, but this is why when you were saying that people were saying you lot played really well, I don't necessarily agree with that. I just think you were up against a very poor team, bro. Like they look like a deer in the headlights, bro. Like from the off.
This is why I knew it was gonna be. This is why I said I was like, cool. We might take it to pens because of our defensive frailties. But I still believe we'd win the game at Anfield because they gave us bare gaps in the first leg. They gave us bare gaps, and I'm not saying Liverpool played shit. I'm not saying we were average. We played well, but I'm not. But like we played. Yeah, but
well the level of resistance was a low level of resistance from that team, bro. They were there to pretty much. They pretty much rolled over. Like that's what it was. It's got smoked, and they had no fans as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all of these things. My thing is that I need to go and see that against Brighton. That's the bottom line. Lunchtime kickoff, Saturday. I need to go see that against Brighton to know that that's not a fluke. Because the quality difference was vast anyways. Like just off of, we just had better players all over the pitch. Maybe by 1 or 2. You know what I mean? And then you now go a team against Brighton, you think Brighton play out of the presses for fun. That's their whole brand, to play out of a press. The Zerbi spirit still lingers in that club. They're just used to, it's just in their DNA to play through the press. And then the team after that, after the international break, is the one and only PSG, who again play out the press for fun. Yeah, their whole thing is breaking the lines, getting that ball, not getting the ball to Vitinha and Neves on the half turn. That's their whole brand, their whole thing. So, and then letting the front three do what they do in the front three. So my thing is that, whereas I'll give the boys credit, and again, Salah, that was a banging goal. Ekatike, very good finish. Szoboszlai's been playing quite, like his box crashing has been exceptionally good this season. But at the end of the day, can we show that against PSG and against Brighton? I couldn't say that with confidence. I can't say
100%. Consistency is one of the main things that you've lacked. So of course you're not going to be confident you're going to see those performances going into the other games because your team ain't really shown this season that you can carry that over.
Yeah, and you got to remember as well, in the Champions League, you can out-passion teams and win at home. You can.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, there are games where if you just run around a lot and you show a little bit of quality when needed, it can be enough to get you over the line. Because remember, in a knockout, you just need to be better on the day. Sometimes you just need to want it more on the day. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's more, and then UEFA might just give you a dodgy pen. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I went down like he got shot. Weren't that much contact.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It wasn't. That was simulation, blood. He didn't need to go down like that. It's a mad team.
Yeah, if he just goes down normally, he still gets the pen. Like, he didn't need to dive like that. But yeah, generally speaking, Isak will be back for the second leg. For the one saying it in the chat, Isak's back in the second leg. But
okay. So what? He's fit now.
He's training. Yeah, he's training. But he'll be back. Whether he starts, different thing. But he's got 2 weeks left, and there's an international break in it. So
okay,
he'll be back for the second leg. Second leg's in like 4 weeks. So we'll see what happens there. But I do think Ekitike is starting to, as I said this about 3-4 weeks ago. He is starting to slow down. He is playing a lot of minutes. He needs I think that's why the manager's thrown Gakpo up front in a couple of games, because he's probably recognized that, it's starting to, the legs are getting a bit heavy. He doesn't press as aggressively as he did at the start of the season.
I hear that.
But as I said, like I saw, even though it was more of a front two of Salah and Ekitike and Wirtz was on the left, and he like drifted inside where Kirk I still didn't see much difference in the style. Like the patterns were the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The patterns were the same. And that is still the problem for me. If I saw the same structure but different patterns, I can use that as a springboard. I can't use passion as a springboard because they have no fans. And do you see what I mean?
Yep.
Otherwise, I'd say, Rants, yeah, I'd be sitting there going, yeah, bro, we're gonna build off this. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, you kind of got to look at this game just in isolation.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And for me, I look at how open that game is and go, how can Rio not play more minutes? Because that game was so open that someone like Rio would have had a field day because of just how that you can carry the ball 30 yards without anyone challenging you. That was the type of game that was. Do you know what I mean? You can't carry the ball 30 yards against Brighton. Someone trying to kick your head off. You know what I'm saying? So I think, listen, Gakpo wasn't playing. That probably helped us. And Grav was good as well. He was better. But that's been Grav's season. Some very good, very shit. There's been no middle ground with Grav this season. It's just been very shit or very good. So I think it was, FIFA training mode. But when it was attack versus, when they were like this and we were like this, I saw the same stuff I saw against Galatasaray, Spurs.
Yeah, there were a few times where they hit you like with the on the break with the counter press with like Torreira, and they were getting space. They were actually getting numerical advantages. There's still gaps there.
They just got beat up because the quality weren't there.
Yeah,
beat up. You know what I'm saying? So like my focus now is that if we're gonna play it, because again, listen, bro, the manager ain't changing his tactics. It is what it is. Like I can only say so long. Unless he goes, the manager ain't changing this sort of style of play where Kirkis is almost the inside. I saw Ekitike go out wide on that touchline, facing up his defender, and I saw Kirkis standing in between their right back and their centre back. And I'm like, why is my left back in an inverted central attacking midfielder position? Why? If that's McAllister, I'm going, all right, cool. I want McAllister. If that's Wirtz, all right, cool. I want man in the pockets. But why is my left back always there? Always there, bro. I don't make no, always there. But as I said, one thing I'll say is that, you know what? It did show me that there is an ounce of passion still there. There's an ounce of passion in my team still. You know what I mean? There's an ounce of passion there. So we'll see what happens. As I said, massive golfing quality, but now we'll see what happens going forward, man. I just think at least we didn't embarrass the Premier League like everyone else did.
No, facts. You know what? To be fair, you and Arsenal going into the second legs, I figured you two would be the only teams that went through anyway, because it was looking dark for everyone else. Obviously, Newcastle had a draw, but to go
Yeah,
away
that's a
to the
tough
new
one though.
camp,
Yeah, Barca's a tough one for
yeah, but
Newcastle.
the way that they got smoked is,
Yeah, do you know
was
what
an
it is?
absolute Mazzolini,
They
bro.
like they. You see the way they held the Bluku. It was mad because for 135 minutes they were the better team. That's what's
They were,
so
bruv,
funny.
they were, bro. Like first leg, yeah, they
Mm.
didn't deserve, yeah,
To concede.
to concede that penalty, bro, because they were by far the better team.
Yeah, and then even in the first half, Barcelona were, well, at least for 35 minutes, I think Barcelona were really struggling to kind of figure out, right, these men don't want to kick ball. You know when a footballing team approaches a running team, and they're like, right, these men don't want to kick. They don't want to play football today. Yeah. You know what I mean? And especially when, I'll be honest, Newcastle were countering very well, because the way Hansi Flick does have that high line, it does suit Newcastle. It does suit Newcastle. It suits them. But Newcastle learned that in the Champions League, yeah, you don't have to be. You could be better for 180 minutes. I've seen Manchester City be better than Real Madrid for 175 minutes, and Benzema happened.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen Real Madrid be good in the game for 10 minutes and win the game, probably 3 times. When Benzema won that Ballon d'Or, Real Madrid were the better team for about 10 minutes over 2 legs.
Yeah, but that's all they need, bro. That's Real Madrid in a nutshell, bro.
But for Barcelona, how long did they need? 15 minutes to take the game away from them? 15 minutes?
Yeah.
4 goals in 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing with PSG. How long did PSG need?
Yeah, they just turned the screw and it was over, blood.
It was over in a second. This is the difference between Champions League football and Premier League football. This is the difference. A team you switch off, or not even switch off. If the quality difference is vast, which it is, PSG have way more quality than Chelsea in the final third. Barcelona have tons more quality than Newcastle in the final third. If these guys are in the mood for 20 minutes, you are done.
Facts, you are done. But that's what real quality looks like, and that's why Real Madrid for so many years, yeah, have been so dangerous, because they only need to be good for such a small amount of time.
Because their good is better than everyone else's good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And all you need, if you have the right blend of killers and creators, then you're done. You're super done. You know, you're super done. Like I can't tell you, Yamal was having a field day. Did he get caught a couple times? Yeah, but he was having a field day. He thought, you know what? Let me drift central. Dragged it one way, dragged it the other way. Dan Burn found his way back in, you know what I'm saying, back at St. James's. You know what I'm saying? Played the ball. Lewandowski is 37. I think he's 38. Fake shot, bins. You know what I'm saying? Fake shot, bins.
Rafinha's first goal, yeah, the finish, yeah. They see the way he took that, yeah, the first goal.
His first goal or the first goal?
The first goal.
I'm trying to remember how the first goal went.
The composure, yeah, to take a touch, set himself, and just
pass to the far corner.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time, yeah, man rush those finishes and hit the man on the line. You know the one.
Yeah, bro, use the defender as a marker. Keepers not saving.
Just passed it in, bro. Like calm.
And that's the difference. That's the difference. That's what we don't have, or we haven't seen enough of. If anything, all we've seen too much of. I've seen Flo fake shot, sit the defender down. Now he wants to sit another defender down. It's all about the timing of the execution. Yamal was unreal, and even Rafinha. I think Rafinha. People say Rafinha doesn't have enough all round good games in his all round game. I thought Rafinha's all round game was very good. I think his all round game was very good, and I haven't seen this enough, but his delivery was very good as well. His delivery, the quality on his delivery, and even Furman, who I think
he's
at times,
a good player.
Furman's final pass was a bit, but I think Chelsea could have done with Furman. You know how they were looking to, how Chelsea Furman.
Yeah, they were looking to sign him or Xavi Simons, innit? And
they got none. They got
neither of them.
Yeah,
but they got Garnacho, blood. You know the one. So
you know what I'm saying. But they still wanted to shout Club World Club. Anyway, we're gonna get to them guys. Don't worry, we're gonna get to them.
Oh, brother, them man there, they're cooked. I can't lie.
We're gonna get to them. But before we Yeah, I just wanted to give Barcelona their flowers because Furman for me, you can see. I think also his stats are actually pretty good as well as his all-round game. He's got 16 GA in 17 games. That's actually quite an impressive record for a young player that doesn't necessarily. He's not a bona fide starter for them. You know what I mean? And even Danny Olmo came on and he done one turn.
He's a baller. He just can't stay fit. Olmo is sick. He just can't stay fit, but he is a throwback number 10, bro. Like an actual number 10, bro. In an era where
there's a reason he starts every time he's
fraudulent 10s now.
Yeah, when he in Spain, there's a reason for the Spain national team. There's a reason why he just comes straight in when he's available. You know what I'm saying? But like, he just received the ball, and even Yamal's turn. The one for the first goal when he nasty, innit? It was just nasty. But
he's a joke.
There was just too much quality for them, and then obviously I don't even really feel like Barca had to. There was no Koundé. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really. They had a couple guys missing. You know what I'm saying? They had a couple guys missing, and they just still made that game a route when they needed to. Do you know what I'm saying? So I look at their defense as a weakness still. I do. But bro, man, them just forgot that. Like, man, them just forget that Cancelo's playing that. The same Cancelo that we used to look at Manchester City and go, right, it's one of the best fullbacks in the league, if not in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? And then look at their bench. For me, I'm looking at Dani Olmo coming off the bench, Ferran Torres coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad to me.
Yeah, but this is a kind of squad depth that you're supposed to associate with top teams anyway. This is normal.
Yeah, Gavi's back fit. Rashford didn't even see minutes.
Yeah. Brother, but I'm just confused, innit? Because Barca are coming out saying they want to keep him, but I don't know. I don't trust
them. Keep him. They are
all signs to me point towards them giving him back,
Well, listen, as I said, you man know there's always the one you who's always out every weekend, but he owes you £40. Fuck it, he owes you a bill because you stacked your borrows. You borrowed him a pinky, and then he came back, oh bro, I don't owe you a pinky and that, but let me just get another one. A man will pay you back 120 still. Next thing you know, but you see him on his private snap, you see him on his private story standing on the table pouring the man those bottles for them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, he's pouring the drink. You know what I'm saying? He's pouring the drink the man them bottles. You know what I'm saying? He's pouring the drink in man them cups. Pouring liquor in Galley's mouths and that.
Yes, man.
That's Barcelona. That is Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? I'll be you think whether you think Rashford, you need to be worrying about whether you're going to see the money in installments. What installments you're going to see it?
I hear it.
That's what you need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? They might just pay you in Barcelona young G's. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know how they're paying their money. I don't know. I still don't know if I got that 145 M's.
Fully. That's it, man. Say a lazy player, bro. But this is why I'm surprised. Like all the stuff coming out of Barcelona is that they're happy with him.
Yeah, they love him,
and they want to keep him. But I don't see it like. I feel like it's a smoke screen, I feel like they're gonna do us over in the summer.
The reason they might do, but the reason they love him though is because they don't have his profile. So unless they find someone, if they find someone with Rashford's profile, I do think they'll probably pull a fast one. No, I mean they'll probably pull a fast one. That's what you know what I'm saying. That's what I think. But I just think Rashford is probably one of the least of their problems, which is why they're probably quite relaxed about the situation. I don't think they're like over the moon if he leaves or goes, but I think but that doesn't mean the loan isn't going well on both sides, like ethnically. You know what I'm saying? As in like, but everything's all right. Like they're all cool. Like there ain't no problems there. You know what I'm saying? He's there on loan. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
He's just fulfilling the role that they see him to be fulfilling, which is be a squad option.
Yeah, and when you're a squad option for Barcelona, you're still going to play a lot of games.
Yeah, facts.
Like, rotation is very natural in La Liga. More natural than it is in the Prem for the top sides. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to see Gavi get way more minutes, even though he's not a starter for Barcelona anymore. Obviously Gavi was in that same conversation as Pedri when they were younger and whatnot. But you're going to get players like Ferran. That Ferran still sees Ferran gets minutes for Barca. Not the first choice striker. He gets minutes. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Barca, this is Lewandowski's probably his last year, or maybe he'll do the pay-as-you-go thing next year. Who knows, innit? But they're going to probably go and get another striker.
Like there's still life in him, though. You know what I
mean?
That's the weird thing.
But he's still not the same. Like
it's a squad player thing. It is. It's an off-the-bench thing.
It's a squad thing for Lau. And I think he's 38. Which is, I think 38 and playing at this level is crazy, though.
But that's what real top players can do that, though.
Yeah. But I also
Provided
think as
they
well,
can stay clear of injury,
I think
players can really do that.
He's moved. He's 37, sorry, but he's moved to the right team. I think when players do get older, they need to make the right move. You know what I'm saying? Like if Lawan went to the Premier League, he was 35. It wouldn't, unless you're playing maybe for Man City, and even then we're seeing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like moving to Barca was a very smart move. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like if Kane hits that 36 and goes La Liga, then he's still gonna hit mad numbers.
Yeah. Kane will still mash work there.
He will still mash work. Like, or even Serie A. You know what I'm saying? Man, them can reinvent themselves in Serie A. I just think people struggle to reinvent themselves in the Prem because it's so devoid of ball playing quality right now. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Barca. I really, Barca, Atletico just need to put the pen down, go out to Barca so Barca can play Arsenal, win it. That's all it is. Because Arsenal getting Sporting Lisbon in the last 8 is crazy work. It's nasty work.
Yeah, it's very, very nasty.
Nasty. You know what I'm saying? But just over to Chelsea though, innit? Man, Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club, man. What can we say? 8-2 is nasty. 8-2 is nasty work. Like, you see, like, I saw their starting 11 and I laughed. Like at the
Chelsea starting 11.
Yeah. I looked at their starting 11, and I was like, these men are mid as fuck. Sanchez, Hato, Sarr, Chalobah, Cucurella. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember, PSG are the top echelon of France.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they have the best French players, unless they're playing for Real Madrid or like, outside, like up there, they have the best French players.
Yeah, the best domestic ones anyway.
Yeah, the best domestic French players. Yeah. And on top of the quality they have, such as Hakimi and all these other guys. Yeah. And then, even in the first leg, like imagine the best domesticated French players, but you're seeing Gusto and Fofana. Like, do you know what that's like? That's like Harry Kane. And let's just say for PR reasons, Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are in one team, but they're coming up against the defense of Dan Burn and who's that? Connor Cody. They're all English. They're all English, but there's a tier of English. Do you get it?
Yeah, fact.
There's a tier of, this is what I mean, and that's no disrespect on obviously Dan Burn. I think Dan Burn at left back has actually done a thing for Newcastle. That's not even disrespect on Dan Burn's thing.
No,
I'm just saying, I'm just talking about the tiers of English. Like you have the Harry Kanes, and then you've got like James Ward-Prowse and that. You get what I'm saying?
You got the man them that get the call ups and the man them that don't.
Yeah. You get the guys that like should be playing against Tunisia. That's what it is. So imagine you've got Barcola, Doué, and they're looking and seeing Fofana and Gusto. This is why I say that. You're looking at the echelons. You're coming up against different tiers. That's what I mean when I say there's different tiers of France. There's different tiers of France, bro.
I'd agree.
That's all it is. Do you know what I'm saying? So, as I said, I feel like PSG are looking, and what's worse? What's worse, Rants, is that PSG are familiar with Rafinha and they're familiar with Sarr because they both come from Strasbourg. So now the highest echelon of France is playing against a manager who managed the team at 8th best in France and a centre-back who also played for that team.
Yeah, it was never gonna.
It was never like they were like. What are we like? Do you see what I'm saying, man? So now, right? So imagine you are Man City, or if you are Arsenal, or if you are Liverpool in the Champions League right now, and you go and play Leverkusen, and the manager of Leverkusen is Sean Dyche, and one of their centre backs is O'Brien. I'm just trying to put this into perspective. This is exactly what it was for France, by the way. Because I feel like as fans, we struggle to look at things from other perspectives. Because remember, Everton are eighth in the league. You know what I'm saying? And let's just even say David Moyes, because that's their manager right now. I mean, David Moyes. So David Moyes and O'Brien is their centre back. All I've done is I've just swapped the names and the places. Everton at 8th, I use their manager and I use one of their centre backs. Strasbourg at 8th, I use their manager and I use one of their centre backs. I've not changed anything. If the best team in England goes and plays a team abroad with O'Brien and David Moyes as their manager,
crazy.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
It's over. You're thinking it's over.
Yeah, bro, you see that in the scoreline, bro. That was a real humbling, fam. I can't even lie, bro. Like, that was a real ass kicking, bro.
So this is why I struggle when Chelsea talk the way they talk. Because they hate their board. You hate your board. You hated your window. But only 2 years ago, they were saying there's Fofana to Konate comparisons. You're making these crazy comparisons. You're quick to call players the best ever. Or the best in the world, sorry. I think they're too quick to do that, knowing you hate your board. If you hate your board, you just got to slow down a little bit. I literally heard Lewis saying he's tired of telling people how good they are after they beat Barcelona 3-0. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
And I can see, bro, but you're shit as well. I know. I know. I don't like my manager. So I can only say things with a certain amount of confidence because I hate my manager. You know what I'm saying? You lot now hate your manager and your board.
I hear it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a level of lip from these, man. Like, just because you man beat PSG in Mississippi, bro. You man went Boston and played these, man. Ask any footballer who's played in the summer how seriously they take it outside of international duty. If the man them asked me to go play a game of fives, if I was still playing 11 aside outside of my injury, Gaffer asked me to play a game in July, do you think I'm turning up with the same intensity as in March or October? I don't what do you think this is? You man played in Boston, New York, in Dallas and that. You beat PSG in Dallas and that, bro. And you expected them to take it seriously.
That's peak.
We all said to them, you said it, I said it, play them in Europe. Play them in Europe when the season's active. And we'll see what happens.
No, 100. 100. And the thing is, yeah, them man never forgot that as well. Because in the build-up, them man were talking about getting revenge for that. Do you know what I mean? So them man weren't having it still.
Bro, these man were in dubs.
Yeah.
They were in DX. Their minds were in dubs. They won the Champions League. They won the treble. And you think these men care about the Club World Cup? They won the treble. Like, do you know what's on a footballer's mind in the summer? Breeding the gal. Because that's the only time they can breed the gal. They're just breeding, bro. They're just breeding and baking off. Do you know what I'm saying? And the youths with the slow metabolisms, they come back fat, like Gundogan and that. The ones who don't come back fat, it's because their metabolism, not because they weren't eating. These men were in DXB, baked. Slot was in the backs. Slot, you know what Slot was doing in the summer, bro? You seen the videos of Arnie Slot in the summer, bro? Do you know what man was doing in the summer, bro? But man, I'm understanding it though. Do you know how many? Go Google any footballer's youth's birthday. It's probably in March. Why? Because they're breeding in the summer. Go play football after you just trucked. Go on. Anyone that's kickball, try kickball after you just chopped. Right. People don't want to think about these things. People don't want to, brother. Anyone knows if you chop them play football, it's dark. You can't do it. You can't do it. Your mind thinks and then your body thinks 5 seconds later. You age 10 years for that one day. You can't do it. You can't do it. The power scaling's off. The power scaling's off. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I know every youth, all their youths, they're born in March and Feb. Because they were conceived in the summer. But you know what? Enzo wants to point to the Club World Cup match at 2-2. He's trying to point. He scored an equalizer and did this. He did this.
Yeah, he's cooked.
You see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like, whether you man like it or not, bro, whether you classify, bro, don't be in it. Don't put yourself in a situation. Don't do that and then start a game of football. You'll be benched for the next 3 games.
I hear it.
You hold bench, bro. You know what I mean? So the way I see it, Enzo pointed to the Club World Cup match and then went on to concede 6 goals and then tell the team he's not sure if he's staying.
Brother, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And the thing is, this guy's on some 8-year contract. Yeah, he cost like 100 and something mil. He's been rubbish. You know what I'm saying? And all this noise, you know, for a baller like that. This is what I mean, bro. This game's cooked, bro.
Do you know the way I'd see it? Take away, you know what I'm saying? They'd be thinking, I know Bowley and them and are thinking, brother, we promoted you and we promoted you for being racist, brother. It promoted my man after a racism scandal, bro. You got promoted off a racism scandal. And that's how you're talking. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Yes, man.
That is nuts. They PR'd the racism thing away from him. And he's not even saying, pointed to the Club World Cup badge, not even the Chelsea badge. The Club World, not to Chelsea.
Yeah, that's crazy though. But that's what I'm saying, because obviously they beat them in it as well. So it's mad cheeky.
Yeah. Death row
contract. Mad cheeky.
And they asked him a question, Ra, you staying? He said, I don't know. He said, I'm not sure. He said, you know what I'm saying? You know when you ask someone, do you want to go out? And they go, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah,
Ting asks you, what are we? Ting asks you, yo, yeah, so what are we? You know, it's been 3-4 months now, taking it a day at a time. Taking it a day at a time. You know what I mean? Or the worst one, just seeing where it goes. Just see where it goes. I'm just trying to see where it goes. Mad. Yeah, what is it, bro? He's a racist Longstaff. It's crazy. Racist Longstaff is crazy.
Nah, it's crazy though.
But these man bought off the bench, Kvaratskhelia, and them man bought off the bench, Garnacho. And do you know what is? Do you know what's another fun fact? Chelsea's team is more expensive than PSG's.
That's not even really a shock though.
It's not, but it's crazy.
Yeah, but this is the worst thing about the Chelsea situation, brother. I think it's going under the radar, yeah. Just how bad they are for what they've spent in it. Like, it's not getting spoken about enough.
Yeah, that's what they are. Like, I'm sorry. No, I'm looking at their back line and I feel insulted. I'm insulted. Why have I got secondhand embarrassment? Sanchez. Do you think anyone at PSG know who Sanchez is? Sanchez, Chalabasar, Hato, Kukurea. Kukurea, fair enough. He's not in that. But do you know what I'm saying?
Kukurea is Kukurea. I
saw even played in the Champions League before.
I have no idea, but for the most part, yeah, I said it. Chelsea's team, they got like 5 good players, and the rest of these men are mid and below, bro.
This is it. They got 5 good players. They got 5 good players. And let's be honest, the good players that they have They don't even have credentials. What major has Caicedo won? He won.
I hear it.
What majors he won? Kukure ain't won no majors at club level. He ain't won no majors. João Pedro ain't won no trophies. He ain't won no trophy. Well, he ain't won no Club World Cup in it, but he ain't won no majors. They ain't won nothing. They ain't done, like when I say of note, they've not recorded nothing. Like they've not recorded something major. They haven't. Caicedo's done nothing. Pedro's done nothing. And I rate Pedro. I rate Caicedo. I rate these guys, bro. But the 5 good players, Reece is the only one that can chat. Reece is the only one with leverage. He's the only one. The rest of them, so Fofana was getting Saliba comparisons like 10 years ago. 10 of his man and snap. Yeah, that was my guy. I used to show him the ropes. When he's playing, he's the one that Charles saying, oh, what you know, Wilf. Yeah, no, me and Wilf used, no. Well, you got tape, by the way. Yeah, love, no. Me and Wilf used to kick. Boy, I used to show Wilf that one step over he used to do. Man got kicked out for attitude problems, but yeah, man still, yeah, in that old Reading kit, the Reading Trialist kit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm telling you. Name Chelsea's top players. Reece is the only one that can chat to any of these PSG, man.
Yeah, he's the only one that's got real credentials, it's fact.
Real creds. Palmer's thing, I'll be real, Rian Brewster type beat. I'm not gonna lie. Don't give me that treble talk. Don't give me that treble talk. Rants, I'm not hearing no treble talk. I'll be real. Don't insult me. Or I'm gonna start telling people Salah got 3 Premier Leagues because you got one with Chelsea. You get it? That's what I'm gonna start doing. So don't give me no Palmer treble talk. Don't give me none of that. Did you get it? So that's.
I know you've been waiting to cook these lot anyway, because both your teams have been dying in the league, blood. So
yeah,
I know you was waiting for that.
I was waiting for this. Do you know why? Because when I lost, I had man tell like these man just woke up out of their dungeon. They thought they could cream their skin and walk in the and go out in the sunlight again. Like these men aren't eczema patients. You man are dry. You man are dry. She's just as dry as me, bro. There's not enough lotion that's gonna. There's not enough cream that's gonna make us forget what you man are. Man got onto me for my foolishness, went on to lose to Newcastle, and then get absolutely pumped, and then went bam for bam with Wrexham.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, that was mad.
It's just the cheek of that to me. That's bare cheeky to me. They're lucky they drew Port Vale. You know what I'm saying? They're lucky they drew Port Vale. I'm being real. Because when your 5 best players when only one of your 6 best players have a major, like your players are very good players. Some can maybe be put in that world-class category, 1 or 2. But your top best players aren't even in the echelon of everyone else's top best players. You know what I mean? Look at what my best players have done. Look at what City's best players have done. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Look at what PSG's best players have done. Look at what Bayern's best players have done.
Yeah, of course, it's not comparable.
It's not comparable. And then what's worse, the other guys outside the 5, as you said, mid. So if anything, I feel like I've got to give Maresca some credit. I think I've got to give him some credit. Because he had Chelsea fans believing that these men were half decent. He did.
Yeah, but his actual team structure was good, bro. I always said I don't really blame him. I always blame the lack of quality that Chelsea had in attacking areas for the inconsistency with that manager.
They didn't give him no centre backs. They told him internal solutions. You know what I mean? They violated. They violated Maresca. Do I think he was a little bit overrated by the fans? Yeah. Do I still think he's a good coach? Yeah. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a good coach. I don't think they lose 8-2 under Maresca. I don't think they go through.
No way. Right?
They don't lose 8-2. You know what I'm saying? Their thing's crazy. Their thing's crazy. And I said this. I said they're gonna be men that come in like Mayulu and that. and they're gonna eat, and they did. They did.
Boy, it's crazy. What do you think about this with the Cole Palmer stuff?
Do you think Cole Palmer is done? He's not showing the quality he was moving. I don't believe it's down to the environment or the manager. No, Cole Palmer's not done. The problem is with Cole Palmer, I think they haven't replaced Jackson's profile. So with Cole Palmer, the problem is João Pedro is a baller as well. Like, we're not even gonna, like, I've always rated João Pedro in it. That's my guy. JP's my guy in it. But JP don't run him behind.
Cole Palmer, he doesn't. That's not his natural inclinations to go towards the ball.
Yeah. So if your striker doesn't run in behind, it makes things a lot harder for your 10. Especially if your wide players are not that good. Because there's not enough threat for the teams to care about the wide areas as much. So therefore, it's very easy to mark Cole Palmer out the game, or to let Cole Palmer do what he does in Enzo's position. Because that's what coaching is. That's what opposition coaching is. It's easy to stop Cole Palmer. Very easy. Because there isn't enough threat around Cole Palmer. What are you gonna do?
No, I hear that. Yeah, you're right. You can isolate him and just freeze him out the game.
Yeah. Because the 10 position is dying in football anyways.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
I've always said Cole Palmer has to play on the right until they find a striker that can do what Jackson does off the ball.
I'd argue that he needs to play on the right anyway.
Yeah.
You know the ones. I just think that he's better there, bro. I think through the middle, it's too easy to cut off the supply line, because you can stop the ball getting played into his feet. Yeah. If you set up your midfield right, it's kind of hard to stop wingers getting on the ball, like in the modern game, because a lot of the play gets built up on the outside for every team.
This is it.
But out of the attackers, they end up having the most touches, the wide players. So
and it's double jeopardy, Rants, because these guys outside of Palmer and Pedro aren't dangerous enough.
Yeah, they're rubbish.
So it's not like you got threats all over the pitch where you have to stagger your attention. You stop Cole Palmer, you stopped 40% of Chelsea's attack already. Just supply lines cut. I'd rather have Enzo crash the box than Palmer than probably be anywhere near my box. 100%. This is the way I see it. And then, as I said, with Jackson, it's not about Jackson letting Jackson go. It's about not replacing his profile. You brought in Delap, who's an all-action. He's like an all-action bully boy, old school guy who's not really that good on the ball. You can finish here and there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin type beat. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he is. Kenwyn Jones type beat. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Walters type beat.
Kenwyn Jones is crazy. I hear it though.
Jonathan Walters, man, them. Barclays, man. Real Barclays.
Yeah, it's true.
These man thought they was, bro. You know what I'm saying? These man thought I don't know what they thought they was getting.
But them man, all the man that you mentioned, if you play the ball into them, at least it's stuck, bro. Like, he's not even doing the basics right now.
And I remember, Rants, you said you was when you saw what Delap was doing, I know you was quite like, he's all right.
I liked Delap at Ipswich. I thought, you know what, he's got potential, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he looks like, brother, he looks like he's been space jammed, bro. Like, he never looked that bad at Ipswich.
But I told you he ain't better than Strand Larson. He ain't better than Strand. At least Strand makes it stick.
But come on, them Scandinavian man usually have fundamentals anyway.
Yeah, and see, there were Harry Kane shouts. There were Harry Kane shouts. There were Harry Kane. Yeah, bro, there were Harry Kane shouts.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there were. I heard Harry Kane shouts. Not as in he'll be better than Harry Kane, but this can be like, we could have a new Harry Kane. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, for me, I thought he was going to be England's next striker, bro. You know them ones after Harry Kane. I did, bro. Do you know what I mean? He fits the profile. He's a white boy. You know them ones. His dad played the game. You know them ones there. Like, he was the perfect profile, to take England forward, bro. Like, he ticked all the boxes. You know them ones from a PR standpoint. So
what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
He could have laced Andrew Johnson's boots, bro.
Yeah.
You might know Andrew Johnson, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, Johnson was a better finisher than this year as well.
Yeah. Andrew Johnson, bro. Man, I know about Andrew Johnson, bro. The real skinhead, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
not even a stubble head. His thing glistened, bro. He was crazy, bro. Not crazy too stretched, but yeah, like you gotta remember, Delap, yeah, bro. I'm not like, bro, that yeah, I'm not even gonna focus on Delap too much. The point is with Cole Palmer is that with Jackson, I feel like he commended Palmer a lot more than what we gave him credit for. Me, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Jackson. So, and I think the man in the chat will know this. Where I'm sure certified is in this chat somewhere. I know there's a couple of Chelsea men out on BSB that are always in here in it for this show, and they'll tell you I've actually had quite a soft spot for Jackson for a little while, because for me, for someone who's berated so much for his bozoness, when you get 14 goals, no pens, and your all-round game is helping, is giving everyone space, then I can have time for you because your profile is needed.
Yeah, but I've been saying that, bro. That's why. That's why I've been saying that, bro. And that's what I said when people were gassing up your guy Isak. I said, bro, listen, Spread's just another player like Nicholas Jackson, bro. You know what I mean?
Jackson way more than Isak.
Some people might say that he might be more clinical than Jackson or whatever.
Yeah, Isak's obviously as a technician is clear, but
they're Jackson, a similar kind of player, bro. At the end of the day, a man were going on like comparing Isak to Thierry Henry, and I was laughing. I was like, absolutely not, bro.
Nah. He was, again, same thing. He was moving crazy at Newcastle, innit? And we'll see what happens when he gets fit again. He was moving crazy on the like. He done the he was doing the Somali
though, bruv. Like, man, talk about his technical ability. He's a scatty baller as well, bro.
He's got feet still. Like, Isak's got feet still. But the bottom line is he don't move around. His thing is that you need a certain setup with Isak. Same way, obviously, you need a certain setup with Jackson. But Jackson's not a he's not a finisher, innit? And that's fine.
No, he's not.
Finisher, but even though Jackson's not a finisher, he does, as I said, he helps. He's key in certain systems. If your 10 is your best player, Jackson's your guy. He's your guy.
Yeah, and what's no matter what, he'll run both channels, and he'll run in behind.
Yeah, and even though it's and I know you're probably going to be like, but Monts, you never liked Darwin Núñez. But my 10 wasn't my best player.
And also, Núñez wasn't as technical as Jackson either. Núñez
he wasn't. He was probably a better finisher than Jackson. Probably a better finisher.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But like he wasn't as technical as Jackson. And I also think that, I don't know. Yeah. I'll probably leave it at that. But no. João Pedro is a finisher. João Pedro is a finisher. And I'll tell you why he's a finisher. He's a finisher where his goals to shots ratio is very high. He just doesn't shoot as much. That's the thing with João Pedro. João Pedro doesn't shoot as much. And his natural, if you say his natural instinct isn't to shoot first time, I'll agree with you. But when he does shoot, the ball stays hit, and he's got the culture type of finishing. He's got the dinky.
He can finish, but he's not a natural finisher. That's okay.
His first instinct isn't to strike the ball, but you know the man where it's just half a yard back.
Yeah. He's not a gunman like that, but he can
not
finish.
A gunman like that, but he doesn't have to score 20 goals to be a good finisher, bro. When he shoots, he scores, but he doesn't shoot a lot. So his instinct isn't to shoot. That's why I wouldn't sit there and say Sancho's a bad finisher. I think he just
Sancho's a very good finisher, bro. His actual conversion rate is really good.
Yeah, but his instinct
just doesn't shoot.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're a bad finisher. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between the two. So as I said, you look at Jackson's profile, and it obviously pushes the back line back. And with Cole Palmer, I think that gives him more space to get on the half turn. You know what I mean? I played 10 many a time, and my thing as a 10 is that I always get me on the half turn. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about nothing else. Get me on the half turn. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're playing for get me, don't do none of that delay. You delay it too much, I'll probably be able to spin the defender, but you're risking me getting my Achilles crunched. Do you know what I'm saying? Just get me on the half turn, and then we go from there. Do you know what I'm saying? Cole Palmer is not getting on the half turn. He's receiving the ball to feet with everything in front of him.
Yeah.
He ain't getting the ball where he wants to get the ball. And when he does get the ball where he wants to get the ball, it's been so long since he's got the ball when he was supposed to get the ball. It's almost the frustrations kind of clouded you. And that happens with football. You know when you don't get the ball where you want to get the ball for 40, 50 odd minutes? It creeps into your mind, bro.
No, it does. You can lose your head, and then when he does get the ball, he's under pressure, and then it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's mad.
So I think with Cole, it's a difficult one. As I said, he needs, and Jackson's still a Chelsea player. So we'll see what happens. He's still a Chelsea player. So we'll see what happens with that. And the manager's gone. So Jackson could all return to Chelsea. The manager's gone. He's just not there no more. So there might be a manager that comes in and likes Jackson's profile. But you got to remember, Jackson has also been deployed off the left. So his running power, skills, and his ability to give space and to set chances up and to, it has been used off the left. So I don't think Cole Palmer's done. I just think the poster boys for England have all been crap.
But this is what I was saying, bro. Like someone was saying in the chat yesterday, what are England's chances? I said, bro, England ain't got no players on form at the moment.
Yeah. Foden,
like
Palmer, Saka, crap. And then I think Harry Kane's
That's what I mean. Bellingham's been injured and not playing and whatever. England ain't got no players that are on form where man are saying, yo, like
it's the ones
just
that
Harry Kane. Harry Kane always scores. I don't even know if Kane has form.
Kane's not all that for England though, Rants. We watch every game for England, bro. You have to play him because he's that good. But he ain't all that. Like, bro, Sterling was better for England than Kane was.
Yeah, that's true.
He was. Saka's better than Kane for England, I'd argue, in some tournaments.
Yeah, maybe. And Saka's been cheeks, blood. You wouldn't start Saka right now for England.
I'm talking about for England when we've seen.
No, you're right though. In terms of output, yeah, cool.
And so for me, I'm looking at it's realistically the guys that are getting look-ins for England are the second tier. So it's like the Bowens. Bowen's been good. It's the Bowens. It's them type. It's the Elliot Andersons. It's the Whartons. It's the second tier England players. The second tier who are they could get a call up. They might not get a call up. You know what I'm saying? Because there are just guys that are too established. It's the second tier England players that are looking like they're having better seasons for their teams. Foden, not good enough. Saka, not good enough. Palmer, not good enough. Rashford, you could say,
yeah, not really good enough either. He's not playing.
Better than what he's been, but still not good enough. He'll go because he's a profile they don't have. You know what I'm saying? Not off of sheer quality. Do you know what I mean? So out of these attackers, I'm not looking at Bellingham injured. So I'm looking at these England attackers, bro. I'm not really. Morgan Rogers started the season well.
Been kind of just fading.
He's just faded.
Fading at the business end of the season.
Eze, not good enough. There's another one.
No.
Anthony Gordon, not good enough.
I don't even know if Eze goes, blood.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon, that's another one though, right? It's not good enough.
Yeah, not good enough.
I think like 8 players. Like 8 of our attackers.
Yeah, they ain't doing nothing still.
So this is the problem. So I'm looking at it now. I think Bowen's our best right wing option.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? I think Bowen's our best right wing option. I think Rashford's our best left wing option.
Yeah.
And then you look at Watkins, much of a muchness too. Watkins is another one. Ivan Toney, DXB settings.
Yeah, it's peak.
So
actually peak.
Yeah, you man are saying Rashford and Bowen, but they've been our best wingers. What have I said anything crazy?
Nah, bro, the bar's not even high.
Yeah, the bar's low. Like, I'm just telling you, you don't have to like. I'm telling you what it is. That's what it is. I can't even be like, yeah, bring in Watkins because he's on form, because he's not. I ain't even got the leverage to say Tony like when he bagged 20 in the league. He's playing in 40 degrees. You know what I mean? Grealish would have been there, but he's injured. Don't even tell me about.
Interesting to see if he was fit. If you would have picked him, though, it'd be interesting.
I know, man. Don't even talk to me about Mount. Don't even chat to me about Mount. I'm trying to hear that.
No, facts.
I'm trying to hear none of that. So, realistically, I'll definitely look in. England's only hope is for us to shithouse our way to a semis and then take it from there.
That's what England always do, though. They shithouse them their way to a semi-final, bro, and then the tournament kind of starts there. That's when man start thinking, is it coming home, bro? But it's usually that. Play no one in the group stages, and then buckle over the line. Do you know what I mean? In the last couple of games.
That's it. This is it, bro.
What they do, bro. So I don't know. We're gonna see, man. But you lot run up these lights, people. Smash them up, bro. 500 is the target, bro. Obviously, man, I'm not on Twitter, but I've been seeing all the stuff you lot been sending me about the overlap, man. And to be fair, brother, like, the reason why I always tell you guys, that like a lot of these man, football legends or not football legends, they don't know ball, bro. They don't know ball. And you'll be surprised that how many of these ex-players even watch football, bro. It's a very small amount. A lot of these men don't watch football. And you can tell by the way that these men talk about football that they don't watch it. You know them ones? Like the way that these men were talking about Neymar, you can tell they've not watched him play. A lot of these men have not watched him, bro. They've seen little highlights on their phone, or maybe they've watched one game when they was in the studio covering the game, and they're making up their mind on certain things. Like, it's actually funny. And to put the icing on the cake as well, a bag of these men are failed managers, bro. Like, why would you even listen to the talent ID from failed managers, bro? Because identifying players' strengths and utilizing and getting the best out of them is a key skill in management. You know what I'm saying? And the likes of the Wayne Rooneys, the Gary Nevilles, the Roy Keanes, they're all failed managers. They're all failed managers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't rate Neymar, you don't like football. You just don't like football. You know what I mean? Some of the shit that man heard, was, brother, I was offended on Neymar's behalf, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the mad thing is, when Roy Keane's talking about likability and all these things, it's like, this is what I keep trying to tell you, man. Football,
Bless Jill Scott as well for throwing Sadio Mane's name in there. Bless Jill Scott, man.
Listen, she ain't doing herself any favors, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I heard that, bro, they need to widen the pay gap, blood, after I heard that. You know the ones there, Sadio Mane with Neymar. That's crazy, bro. It's not big enough, mate.
Rooney said he's never been.
Rooney said he's never stuff like that.
Rooney said he's never been a top player. Oh.
Brother, you know what it is with Wayne Rooney, It's like Wayne Rooney don't know ball, bro. He don't know ball, bro. He's never known ball, bro. All man knows is passion, bro. Passion and pints, blood. This is all these man know, blood. These British ballers. That's why they're all shit, bro. I'll be honest. They're all rubbish, bro. Like, there's a level that all of them will never break into, because of their mindset, bro. Like, they don't get it. They don't get the game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't understand it. So because of that, there's just a level that they'll never reach, bro. And this is why, when man's being 100% objective, when man are comparing like my legends to other players, bro, I could tell, man, with a straight face, like Roy Keane weren't better than Patrick Vieira. I've said it a million times. He weren't better than him. You know what I mean? He might have got the better of him in some games, but
I think people do forget how good Roy Keane was, though. Only because I
don't think they forget. I don't think they forget, bro. He gets a lot more. He gets a lot more PR and a lot more spoken about because he's constantly in the media. The same thing goes for the likes of Alan Shearer and these guys,
Maybe because it's my age, though, innit? I'm just talking maybe from my age, because obviously we weren't like old enough to watch Roy Keane, I think, in his best years. Where like I've gone back and watched like 90-minute games, of like United and like Arsenal and that, even Liverpool. I watched like a few of these games, and I did look at Roy Keane and I was like, he's definitely ahead of his years. I was looking at Roy Keane going, bro, I didn't know he was this good. Like, he was good.
Yeah, he was calm, bro. But like, I'll be honest.
Like, obviously, but Vieira was a different,
Vieira was a whole different breed of footballer, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? A whole different breed, like technically better. Do you know what I'm saying? Tall, agile, like, do you know what I'm saying? He had everything, better balance, better everything,
Well,
it's one of them ones where Yeah, we just had to shit. We just shithoused Arsenal, blood. When we used to play them, we used to just kick them all over the place, innit? And it's one of them ones
Of
where
course.
it's like I always knew that. Do you know what I'm saying? I always knew that. Keane was a good player, but he weren't on Vieira's level, bro. Like Vieira's a World Cup winner, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And he played in an elite midfield internationally, and he was a top baller. You know them way he did. And this is what I mean. Like Roy Keane was a good player, yeah, but like the way that he talks, you could tell, yeah, that like he ain't got a clue about the game, bro. Like Roy Keane's ability, yeah, was just what it was, bro. Like that's like his mentality as a man is what made him the footballer he was, bro. He was a no-nonsense guy. He stuck his foot in and he just done the basics and that. And that's the way he sees football. It's just, oh yeah, simple, just win the ball, pass it, win the ball, pass it. I hear that. And when you add in a bit of aggression as well, you know what I mean, in the English game, it's perfect. Perfect. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? That oh, he's just doing his job, merchant. That's him, bro. That's him. He's just doing his job, like that's Roy Keane in a nutshell, bro. Like, but you see me, players that just do their job. There's tiers to this football thing. There's levels to this football thing. If you just do your job, you're never gonna be in that elite conversation because the elite players do their job, but then they're doing other shit, bro. That like they don't need to do, blood. Like Zidane don't have to be doing roulettes, bro.
Yeah, Rodri scoring Champions League final goals.
Yeah,
like.
you don't have to be doing that. You don't have to be doing that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they call football a beautiful game. It's not just about functional players that just do their job, bro. It's about the players that can offer something extra. It's that little bit of stardust, the X factor. Do you know what I'm saying? The likes of Neymar have, bro. And that's the reality. A lot of these Englishmen ain't got no X factor, bro. That's the reality. They got no stardust, bro.
That's a different conversation about the youth setup. How they want to.
But it's not just the youth setup. It's the culture of this country. Just in a nutshell, it's the culture, bro. Like I can't really expect a certain brand of football from man that don't season their food, bro. This is the reality. I can't expect it because it doesn't make sense. Do you see what I'm saying? So certain man that think that black pepper is spicy, yeah. Like I can't expect a certain brand of football.
When you say that, are you saying that from a British player? Because obviously, you know how you'll get obviously your Sanchos, or you'll get like your, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You'll get like your mixed race players, or you'll get, as I said,
but British Sancho seasons his food, blood. Look at his gal.
This is what I'm saying. No, but this is what I'm saying. We got to be, because remember, bro, I know French. I know there's probably Frenchmen there that don't season their food, but you know, they got the African man over there.
Nah, brother, no, them African man, bro, they over season the food, man.
I'm saying is, are you meaning that when you say like English, are you talking about white British English?
I'm talking about fucking Wayne Rooney and Roy Keane and them, man. Roy Keane's Irish.
Yeah, right. Okay, right. Because I'm saying, even in France, you got the white Frenchman. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, you got the white.
Yeah, Frenchman. But Didier Deschamps is not the other man. The other men are Algerian and that. Zidane's Algerian.
This is the point I'm making.
And that the Eden Hazards and these man, yeah, they're not Didier Deschamps. You know them ones. Didier Deschamps was another one. He was a water carrier. You know them ones. That's what he was.
But this is the point I made. The point I was asking was like, yeah, you talking about the fish and chips thing?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool.
That's what I'm talking about. The man them that don't season their food try to put Mo Salah in the same fucking conversation, yeah, as Neymar.
To be fair, Ian said that though. Ian was like,
Ian Wright said no. You know why? Because he seasons his food. That's why. You understand what I'm saying? Hey. Like, this is what man need to understand. Ian Wright said, nah, you need to relax. What are you doing?
Do you think Neymar would be the prime Neymar would be the best player in Premier history?
Bruv, Neymar's better than every player that's played in this league. I don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The only player that they can put on that level is CR7. The only one.
That's the one I would have had.
That's the only one.
And even then,
I don't think that CR7 was a better footballer than Neymar. I don't. And I'll never believe he was a better player than Neymar. Has he achieved more in the game than Neymar? Absolutely. Was he a better footballer than Neymar? Not for me. But he's the only one. He's the only one that you're allowed to say is better than Neymar. The only one.
What about prime Henry?
Not Henry. Not none of them. No. You know them ones there. Like Henry was, bruv. Henry's probably the Premier League goal. What's that? Hazard can't chat to Neymar.
No.
You can't even chat to him. They're not even the same tier of footballer.
No.
They're not, bro. Like, Neymar is a goat tier baller. Like, so when man are talking about Neymar, like, Neymar has bred a whole generation of YNs, blood. He's all of their favorite players.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm
telling you
saying?
now,
He's all of their favorite players.
Bro, Neymar, listen, I've said this on BSB. I don't think I've said it on here. I said, you see, Neymar is way closer to Ronaldinho than people think. But people, as I said, but the only is they'll call me a YN because my hat's backwards. Because my hat's backwards. Because my hat's backwards. And I don't look that old. I'm telling you, they'll just call me. They'll tell me to shut up. Call me a YN, and they'll tell me to shut up. Bro, I'm telling you, Neymar is not that. No, he's not that far up of Dino. You know, you know what I'm saying?
But Neymar is the Dino of today, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He's the Dino of today.
People,
you know
people
them way there.
People don't like hearing that. It's like saying Chris Brown's the Michael Jackson of today. He is though. Yeah, you don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the point. So it's one of them ones where when you look at Neymar, yeah, like, brother, all these men that they're mentioning in the same breath as Neymar can't do what he does. None of them. So how? Like, how can you compare these men to Neymar? And the thing is, yeah, Rooney was a good player. Like, Rooney was a really good player. But Rooney was a really good player, yeah. Here, bruv. You know them ones there. Man's an Englishman, and here we used to rate Rooney. Bare FIFA games he was on the cover of and all those things. But the truth is, when you start looking at man's international record in that, it's looking real spooky. When you look at the major tournaments and what he didn't do.
Record one.
Champions League record was dead. International record was dead. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't the level of an Aguero or a Suarez or them, man. He wasn't. He was the level below. But people don't want to talk about it because they're too emotional. Because it's the British bias, bro. He wasn't Benzema level. He was the level below that. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality. So, and they look at man like he's fucking God here. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is what I say about a lot of these British players as well. I put Gerrard and Lampard in that same conversation. They're not that elite fucking Pirlo level. They're the level below that for me. They're not the Xavi level. They're the level below that for me. Do you know what I'm saying? But for a lot of men in England, man will talk like these men were right up there with the Rui Costas and that at the top. For me, they weren't. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't believe there's many English players that have ever been at that top level, bro. Do you know what I mean? Paul Scholes is the only one for me.
To me, I had Scholes and Gerrard just below. I think Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta are like there. But I still think
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? For me, Paul Scholes, yeah, is the closest thing to the Xavi, Pirlo, Modric level of footballer. He's the closest thing we've ever produced. You know, them ones there. But if someone said to me, nah, he's not quite at their level, I'm not going to argue with them. But the simple fact that his ball carrying was nowhere near the level, yeah, of any of these guys, bro. He couldn't ball carry. Like, Pirlo could ball carry, drop the shoulder, go past people. Xavi could as well. Modric can. Scholes can't do that. So if man said, you know what, Paul Scholes ain't really got the ball carrying or whatever, cool. Not going to argue with you. But I ain't seen none of these English players. Probably Harry Kane is probably the only one, yeah, that you can genuinely argue, yeah, is top 3 in the world in his position, yeah, and has been for a long time, bro. No other English player for me has ever done that, bro. They've never done that. Harry Kane's been undisputed one of the best strikers in the world for fucking ages, bro. For ages. And that man will still put Shearer ahead of Harry Kane. They'll still put Shearer ahead of Harry Kane because Shearer played in England, yeah, and they just love him, bro. A man's on the TV. Shearer can't chat to Harry Kane, bro. Like, that's the reality. Can't chat to him. So the way these men judge footballers, yeah, like, it's spooky to me. To turn around and say Neymar was never been a top player. And Neymar.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But are you okay?
Yeah, disrespect is crazy.
Brother, Neymar a better passer than these men with both feet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. Like, Rooney was a great striker of the ball. I bet Neymar scored more free kicks than him. You know what, man? Like, all of these things. Like, how can you say Like, brother, how can you say that Neymar? If Neymar's not a top player, then what's a top player, bro? Because
Yeah, man
anything
said
above
Neymar's
Neymar
never.
is god tier
It's not is,
football.
but these I'll tell you why. These man look at it in a way of they do the medals thing, even though Neymar got more medals than a lot of these man. But they do the medals thing.
Neymar got hella medals, so you can't do the trophy thing with Neymar.
They
He got
do the
Champions League.
medals. Do you know what it is? They do the mentality thing in the sense that they look at Neymar and think because of his injuries and because they feel like he made the wrong move to go to PSG. They're looking at him going, he should. That, you know, that's a lot of man's excuse when it comes to Neymar.
But that's every man's excuse, bro, because they're looking at man's personal life and all these other things. They're full of shit, bro. Why is it your business?
It's one fool for another. Ronaldinho,
like, you left Barcelona.
Was nuts. Ronaldinho's personal life was nuts.
Brother, they said you shouldn't have left Barcelona and that. You should have stayed with Messi. Shut up, man. Like, what is that to you? You can't do the injury thing with me because R9's bare man's goats and that guy couldn't stay fit for 5 minutes.
But this is what I'm saying, that you can't say man was partying and doing that because Ronaldinho was had a party lifestyle greater than most footballers, bro.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So
these man were all partying, all drunk, all doing drugs, all maybe not doing drugs, right. I don't know,
but recreational drugs, they probably were. Like, the point is, yeah, most people's reasons for not rating Neymar are personal reasons because they don't like the person. It's got nothing to do with football. And this is why someone's opinion on Neymar tells me everything I need to know about their football IQ, bruv. Everything. Because he's a player that if you love the game of football, it's Neymar. An automatic, bro.
You love Neymar, bro.
If you don't like Neymar, you don't like football. It's that simple. There's certain footballers, he literally transcends the sport.
But this is why, and people get mad at me when I say this. So Thiago Alcantara is the most technically gifted midfielder to play for Liverpool.
Yeah, if you look at Thiago and you don't rate Thiago,
but like, bro,
he's a pure footballer.
Like,
just pure.
Bro, there is not. Thiago Alcantara is, I'll say it again, he's the most technically gifted midfielder to play for Liverpool, and I don't think it's close.
Yeah, he's a joke.
Like, yeah, you'd have Gerrard and Alonso especially. Do you know what I'm saying?
Alonso was cold.
Yeah, Alonso was a bad man. And do you know what I'm saying? And obviously you got the obvious Steven Gerrard. But for me, Thiago Alcantara, yeah, brother, like it was actually, I've watched Liverpool for 20 years. 20 years now, 2026. Yeah, around 20 years I watched Liverpool, bro. Obviously more often than not when I was a bit, obviously as I got older. But brother, I've just, someone that's actually made me go, how did he do that? How does he do that? Every game, even the games Thiago was, even when he was playing lone 6 and getting beaten up, I'm still seeing him do mad stuff. When he come on his debut against Chelsea when they had 10 men, I said, I've never seen anything like this in Liverpool. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Like, as I said,
it's like the ball is a magnet for these guys. The ball just attracted to these guys.
And people will say, oh yeah, Thiago had one good season for Liverpool. You're right. He did have one.
All he needed.
That's all he needed was one world-class season for Liverpool. For me, to show me, and this is the difference. When world-class players are in form, they will drag you to the sunset. They'll drag you to the end of the
but that was Paul Pogba for us. That was players like Dimitri Payet for West Ham. Like, because, you know what I mean? Longevity chat, bro. Like, pure ability, bro. One of the best players we've seen lace up a pair of football boots in the Prem. Payet was taking a piss out of the Prem.
He took the piss, but Rants, you know what's funny? Thiago was fully fit and fully in form for one season. We were 180 minutes away from a quad. You think that's a coincidence?
No, I hear it.
This guy, oh, bro, like, this is what I say, yeah. Like, and they'll say, oh, yeah, but he was injury prone. Bro, I'm not, brother, as you said, R9 was injury prone. Please, give it a rest.
This is what I'm saying.
Well, your goats injured. Like, Pogba had injuries, but all these guys get injuries because they get broke up, because they get beaten up on the pitch. That's why they get injured.
Another one. Like, if you love football, you'll love Pogba, bro. Like, if you don't love watching Paul Pogba as a midfielder, yeah, you don't love football, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't love football, bro. Like, you're not serious, bro. Like, there's certain men that are just pure footballers, yeah, that just, you look at them and you just see the finesse, you know what I mean? Like, the technical level, like, and you're just like, they're incredible, blood. You know what I'm saying? Bro. And furthermore, if you don't play football yourself as well, then you don't even know the levels. You man don't know when you're seeing a footballer do a skill and you're like, brother, I'm going outside with my football now. and I'm not going inside until I
can do it.
Until I can do this.
Do you know how long I've practiced that Thiago spin?
Brother.
Do you know how many times I've practiced that? And I know, how about this? I know why he needed surgery on his hip. To do that shit over and over again, it hurts.
Yeah.
Because you have to do it so fast, but so brother. It's that turn that Thiago has been doing his whole life, brother. Go outside and then execute it in a game.
That's it.
Execute it in fives. Because he can do that in a phone box.
This is what I'm trying to say. When I saw that Ronaldinho Elastico, I was like, all right, cool. I need to get this patterned. You know them ones. And you know, you get back to school after the summer holiday and you're just taking lives. And man are just like, yeah, bro, I was outside for hours every day, making sure I had that shit patterned. You know them ones there. Make sure I had that shit patterned. You know them ones. That's what people need to understand. Like these man transcend the sport, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, so when man don't like players like that, when you see Paul Pogba doing mad skills, you see Paul Pogba juggling the ball over people's heads like he's playing against 8-year-olds, bro. He's playing a grown man with families at home. A man's juggling the ball over their head and seal dribbling and fucking doing all sorts of madness, bro, and playing Travellas and all of these things. Like, these are the ballers, bro. These are the man that you...
I said we had to buy the update. We had to get the update. Had to update the hard drive.
It's true, though.
That's what I'm trying to say.
These are the players, yeah. These are the players, yeah, that transcend the sport. These are the players that people want to pay their money to watch, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, these man talk about the number 7 at Man United, and they're supposed to be the guy that has the players on the fans on the edge of their seat and all these entertaining players. But then when we get the players at these clubs, the fans always hate them. They always fucking hate them. Bro, you know them one? But it does my head in.
And some of them, and it's funny because some of these men are built like plumbers, fam. They're built like plumbers, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're built like they shouldn't be playing football. No one can tell me Pirlo's built like a footballer. You can't. You can't. Like
some idiot thing.
Hey, you know that's why R9's fat. That's why R9's fat. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is why some of these guys are fat and that, bro. Look at Rooney. That's why Rooney's fat.
Yeah, trust me. Rooney was never built like a footballer at any point.
You know what I'm saying? But that's real ability, though.
That's it. But this is what I'm saying. And the thing is, Rooney's ability, that was...
still the tier below of some of these guys.
Bruv, or 2 tiers below. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was ability for the Englishman. Cool. Do you know what I mean? Rooney weren't Romario. You know, them ones there, but... You know what I'm saying? Man's cold. Man was cold for an English you. You know them, man. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, a lot of these man, yeah, like, you're cold for the man them over here, but overseas, man are not rating you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality, because them man will say, like Pep said about Jack Wilshere, man, I got 15 of those in my academy, boy. In La Masia, there's 15 of those. So you man can get gassed over this, but we got a conveyor belt of them little G's.
Yeah. They're churning out Jack Wilshere's. And then just sending them out to the league.
Discarding them, bro. Them man are Osasuna.
Quick sells, yeah. Osasuna, you know what I'm saying? Was it Raul Valladolid or whatever?
Yeah, bruv. That's what I'm saying. They're everywhere, man. They're just moving them all over the place.
I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean?
That's Palmer.
Like, Spain have ballers, yeah, like Isco, that don't even really get their flowers. You know them ones?
Yeah. David Silva was missing out on David Silva, Cazorla. These guys weren't always. Sometimes they weren't even getting not getting call-ups, but they were holding bench.
Yeah, you're right. Though sometimes they weren't getting call-ups.
Yeah, David Silva, Cazorla holding, like, being humbled.
But the man them they weren't calling up were better than the man that were getting into the England squad and playing.
Easy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Them man had better players at home. You know,
sometimes you know when nations convey about our players is so good at the top level when you forget about guys like Isco. How about this? Who talks about Marco Verratti?
Yeah, right. Verratti's a cold baller,
brother.
Bro.
And man, when's the last time you even heard
generation still?
And go ask any Italian or any French football fan about Marco Verratti, bro.
Crazy baller.
Like, you know what I mean? And again, because sometimes you just forget these players are allowed to be forgotten. Because he's one, and Variety's the one that's forgotten. But just forget.
Yeah,
How about this?
ridiculous
Isco done up Variety for one game and they were calling him. They meet people. You know what I'm saying? He done up Variety that one time for Spain. You know what I'm saying? You got, yeah, bro. Spain has the day. Like, this is why, yeah, I love Kobe Mainoo, but Spain got a bunch of Kobe Mainoos, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Kobe's good. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, it's like, bro, like, if Man United are to be a top Champions League team, yeah, if he's on the bench and we've got other man, I ain't upset, bro. Like, I've always said this. I said, yo, he's one of the best midfielders we have at the moment, but that's not necessarily because he's a world beater. It's because the options ain't really there, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he was coming off the bench or if he was a rotational player at his age, it wouldn't be the end of the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like even, bro, when I was watching Liverpool yesterday, bro, Szoboszlai, your best player. And bro, listen, if Szoboszlai is your best player, yeah, your team ain't that good. That's the reality.
Chat. How many times have I said this?
Yeah, it's the reality.
I've said, chat, please vouch. I've said that bare times.
And he's your best player, your team's bleeding, bro.
Bro, I said this bare times, bro. Like, man, I just they're calling me a hater. I hate Szoboszlai. So I hate him and that. Bro, I don't know the bro, so how can I hate him? But
yeah, he strikes the ball well, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he runs around. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's it, innit?
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Szoboszlai's had two things can be true. He's having a good season, bro. But he can't be your best player.
Yeah, he can't.
Can't be your best player. Do you know what I'm saying? He's on modern day, more athletic James Milner. And James Milner was about.
I hear that. And but James Milner was a utility man, and you always knew, yeah. You always knew that he was never supposed to be the main guy. He's just the guy that helps kind of like fill in the gaps, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you was never looking at James Milner and saying, yo, we're relying on James Milner to win this football match. Like, never.
No, but why is it a stretch to say that he's our Milner? It's not a stretch, bro. It's not a stretch.
No, that's true. That he's a bit of a utility man.
He has more attributes than James Milner because he's taller, he's faster, and he strikes the ball well. But James Milner was playing left wing at Man City. He's playing. James Milner
played up front for Leeds.
He's played up front for Leeds.
Left back for Liverpool. Like, he's played everywhere.
For a whole season, he played false nine for Man City in the year they won the league. Don't, understand James Milner's thing is glittered. You get it? His things, he's got credentials, bro. It's just that James Milner likes rich tea biscuits, bro. He don't even like custard cream biscuits. He likes rich tea biscuits, bro. He don't even eat the hobnobs, bro. So it's not. Szoboszlai has long hair, and he looks like Jesus. So you don't want to talk about him. It looks like a Hollister model. That's the difference. He's a bit taller. He's taller. James Milner's 5'7". Szoboszlai 6'1". And now he's got low socks. James Milner tucks in his shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, but no, as I said, some of these midfielders that just get forgotten about because of the conveyor belt. And the thing is as well, like the other problem is that England could have more players on this level, but they don't send out too many players. Don't want to go abroad. You know what I mean as well. Like, look at Angel Gomez. He's gone abroad, and Angel Gomez is Velcro stuff. People don't understand.
He's ridiculously techie, though. Do you know what I'm saying? But because of the physical attributes, that's the reason why he wasn't given a chance in the Prem. He's a joke.
He come through the same time as MG. He came through
on the ball. He's our best midfielder, bro. When I say ours, I mean England's. On the ball, he's a joke. You can't get the ball off him.
Can't get the ball off him, bro. Phone box thing. I think Kobe's up there, but I'm not getting the ball off him as well. I think Kobe. I don't know if he's better than Kobe.
Kobe's up there.
I don't know if Gomez is better than Kobe's as so much. I think Kobe's
on the ball. Bro. He's got that low center of gravity, bro. Like, I can't lie. And his passing is better as well.
But yeah, Angel Gomez is someone that is again, bro. You know what I mean? But again, he's gone abroad. He went abroad and he done his thing. Look what Marcus Edwards done to Spurs when he played them, when he was at Sporting.
I hear it.
Man, I remember what Marcus done to Spurs. Like, you'd have thought if you took everyone's flag away from where they were from, you'd have thought he was English.
No, I hear it. But this is the point, though. This is what I'm trying to say. And that's a damning indictment, on English football. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it shows they don't produce these players to the point where you're in disbelief.
And
You know
also
what I
the
mean?
league, you gotta remember, and the league kind of as well, even though we get the most money, the standard, the style of play and the standard in the league also makes a lot of foreign players look average because it's dominated by more of a powerful physical.
Yeah, because it's a different sport. This is what I keep telling
Yeah.
people. Like the Premier League doesn't translate to other leagues, don't translate to the Prem. You know what I'm saying? So you can be good in one league, come to the Prem, look shit. But if you're good in the Prem and you go to other leagues, it translates well the other way because that added physicality just makes you more of a threat. Like Jude Bellingham, yeah, like he's rubbish. He looks better in Spain, yeah, and he don't even look good in Spain, but he'll be very he'll be functional in terms of output in Spain because his physicality sets him apart from a lot of the other players there, bro. If he was in England and he was playing with other physical players, Joe Linton and them man are having him up, bro. Like this brother barely got enough balance to stay on his feet when no one's around him. Man, like Joe Linton and Ananas and them man will just be boshing him about, bro. He'd be skidding on his ass, bro. So it's one of them things where he's only mad physical there. If he's in England, that's a normal midfielder, normal physicality, bro. It's not exceptional, bro. It's only exceptional over there. So the way that they gas him up like he's a good player, that tells you everything what you need to know about the majority of these English pundits, because they talk about this bro like he was a worldie. Look what he's doing what he was doing at Madrid. It's got to be in the 10, this, that, and the other. Brother, shoehorning that bro into the England team was the main reason why England fucking stuttered their way to the semis or the finals. I can't even fucking remember. Shoehorning him into the team. One time he played on the left. He's playing in the 10. Just fuck him off, mate. Trying to shoehorn him and Foden into the team. Joke thing. Man should never be playing for England, bro. Man's not good enough. England have way better midfielders on the board than him. Like, he shouldn't even be in the squad. Shouldn't even be in the squad. Like, it's a mad thing. Like, when you look at players like Rodgers, yeah, who I'm not a massive fan of, but he's a better footballer than him. Rodgers is a much better footballer. He's not even a better footballer than Morgan Gibbs-White, bro. He's not even better than Morgan Gibbs-White.
Well, the Gibbs-White thing's an interesting one for me. I don't know.
But Gibbs-White is technically way better than him.
Gibbs-White, yeah, he's not Gibbs-White,
and he's an athlete as well.
Mm.
He's one of them guys that puts himself about, bro. Like, he's a physicality baller, but he's technically better than Jude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where, like, the way the English man rate man is a bit different. You know them ones. Exactly. If Rodgers is bang average, then what is Jude? You know them ones, because Jude's not even bang average. I hear it. Exactly. Players like Ross Barkley, better footballer than Jude Bellingham. Like, the list is long. The list is very long.
Hey, no, the Jude Bellingham thing. I know you hate his style, innit? You hate it.
Stinks, bro. Like, he's one of the worst.
I don't think he's as bad as some of the names you mentioned.
Brother, he's the worst player that I've seen, yeah, get to that level, like, in life, bro. Real Madrid have never had a player worse than him. Like, never. Never. You know the ones there, like Real Madrid are a team that sign man that can kick ball, blood. You know the ones. Even remember when they had Diarra? Diarra was way better than him. Remember fucking Lassana Diarra?
Lassana Diarra.
Bro, Lassana Diarra was a baller. He just kept getting injured. He was a baller, bro.
He was a good player.
He was a baller. He just kept getting injured, but he was very good, like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see this brother, like, I'm in disbelief. Like, I can't believe it, bro. Like, it seems like a Hollywood thing. You know that one? Seems like a Hollywood thing. Like some industry plant. Like, man's parents are on the list or something.
It's just a physical thing, though, isn't it? He's obviously he's a mad athlete, bro. That's the bottom line. He's a mad athlete.
It's crazy.
But he's a decent finisher, innit? And again, the bottom line is with him, like, teams are trying to get these different profiles now. That's the way the game's going. Yeah, that's the way it is. Like, you don't have to be a pure footballer to sign for Real Madrid anymore. That's the bottom line. You don't have to be. As much as you want it to be, right? That's the bottom line. Jude Bellingham has a place in football because of the way the sport is going.
No, 100%. You're 100%.
Yeah, and even though you don't put him on the technical level as some of the names you mentioned, neither would I. But as I said, it's the same way. I don't fully rate Szoboszlai. A lot of people rate him, but the way the game's going, Szoboszlai's a top footballer.
Yeah. He's a modern day footballer. He's an athlete first and a footballer second.
Yeah, and me, as I said, my type of player is Thiago. That's my type of. It's my type of player. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. And Real Madrid have always been more physically imposing than Barcelona.
Yeah. They've always been that kind of team anyway. Yeah, they've been more robust.
Rams in and around the squad. They've had a couple of battering rams there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look technically, Sergio Ramos wasn't as good technically as Puyol, in my opinion. But you know what I'm saying? But remember, Ramos was a right back.
Maybe not, but Sergio Ramos, again, was still technically
good. So what I say, I'm talking about
this guy was bagging pens and that. You know,
too many goals.
Like Ramos weren't no PK or nothing on the ball, but Sergio Ramos was still taken off.
I said Puyol. I think Puyol was actually very underrated with the ball.
Yeah, I know, but I think PK was even better Pepe on the ball was than Puyol.
Even Pepe was better on the ball than people because he was so angry.
Pepe was decent on the ball, but PK was better on the ball than all of them.
Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, he's better on the ball than all of them defenders.
He had to be though, because like I think defensively, as good as he was, do you know what I'm saying? He was always gonna struggle.
Yeah. Defensively, I thought he was average, bro, but like, he was very, very good on the ball.
Like you know what I'm saying. But my point is that like Real Madrid have always had a bit more of the physical. They've always liked to blend physical dominance with tech, whereas Barcelona have gone more of the only technical or
I hear it. Yeah, they're footballer first, Barcelona, whereas Real Madrid, you know what I mean? They had a bit of both in it.
And I don't blame Real Madrid for doing that because you can't out football Barcelona.
No, of course.
So you have to find another way to win. It's just as simple as that. There's a difference between MSN and Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course. One was P&P blood. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Obviously P&P, but still had tech levels.
But still had tech, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So whereas, and to be fair, there was still a little bit of P&P and maybe Suarez. The Suarez had a little bit of P&P, but it was nothing close to something like Bale, who's built like an android. Do you know what I'm saying? So, so I don't know, man. You just look at some of these guys and you'll see, but I don't know, man. That's my take on it. As I said, I think Szoboszlai's having a great season, but he's our best player because we're poor.
Yeah, and bare men are underperforming.
Things can be true. Like, I think if you take out Szoboszlai last season for Liverpool, I think we drop off, but we don't drop to 6th.
I hear that.
You drop to 6th. You take McAllister out of our midfield, or if McAllister falls off a cliff like he has, come on, look at our midfield. People forget. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if McAllister was on form, he's technically our best player. He's our most progressive player, and he's our best player on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Grav is the best on the half turn and defensively, and Szoboszlai is the best ball striker, and he covers the most ground. That's why the midfield worked, because it was three different profiles. But as a technician, McAllister's our best technician, bro. So you take away your technician, you see Kamara from Aston Villa. What's happened to them?
I hear it. Nah, Fizz. You know what I mean? I said Sobo was 100 million ball on once. Yash, you're smoking fucking curry powder, blood. Whatever, blood. You know them way there. You're taking the piss, bro. You know what I mean? Your lentil curry or whatever you had, bro. Them vegetarian things, bro. I swear down. 100 million for Szoboszlai, bro. I swear down. Hey, bro, man spiked man's curry, bro. I swear. What you want, Yash? You're moving, man. 100 million for Szoboszlai.
Maybe if Rice is 100 million, then fuck it. Rice is 100 million, then fuck it, but.
Nah, brother, man. Neither of them are 100 million. Broski, 100 million fucking rupees, blood. What's man talking about? Bro, 100 million for Szoboszlai? Nah, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Broski, nah, you are taking the piss, bro. You know what I mean? I can't lie, bro. That is, brother, I have to pull the curtain down on that one, bro. That's crazy. You know what I mean? He ain't 100 million Sobo, bro. Like, he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? At the moment.
Do well.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's not do any of that, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, big up everyone inside, bruv. What you got coming up for the day anyway? We got man them talk later, guys. 5:30 in it, so we'll be on Saeed's channel.
I think we're live at 7 or 7:30. We're live. I'm just trying to sort out the final details with the boys. No stream after today. I'm gonna drop my. I was too tired yesterday, so I didn't do my Liverpool match reaction. So I know it's not. I know it's like already past this date to put out the match reaction, but I know there's people that want to see it. So guys, I'll be dropping my match reaction. I'm gonna go record it now. Speak about the game, Galatasaray in a bit more detail. I'll drop that for you guys in about 45 minutes, and then obviously we'll be live at 7. Yeah, we'll be live at like 7, and then yeah, that's the rest of the day still. But yeah, just keep subscribing, man. Like the video and that.
That's it, people. So yeah, man, big up everyone inside, and yeah, man, I'll see you, man, over.